Hello friends and lovers, this is Haelian. Welcome to Dungeon 100. This is actually a game I played quite a long time ago now, maybe like a year ago? Maybe not that long ago, but it's actually a pretty great little hidden gem if you haven't checked it out. Kind of similar to something like Super Auto Pets or maybe Hearthstone Battleground, so it's like an Autobattler. And it's actually, despite what it might look like, it's quite legit, as they would say. You know, it's actually a great little card auto battler that I can definitely recommend. And they just added this fast mode, so I thought it was a good time to revisit it. And I've been playing a good amount offline even. In fast mode, defeat 30 monster waves. All card slots are unlocked, and upgrading the shop requires less XP. Earn 5 gold coins per round without clearing, and get a 10% interest rate capped at 5 coins. All right, let's give it a shot. We're not going to play as the adventurer because you don't get anything for playing as the adventurer, so I guess we'll just do the mage to start ourselves off. And don't worry, I'm going to explain the whole game, so if you saw it before, we'll get to recap it, or if you're new to the game, I'm going to explain everything that's going on here. But we're going to play it on level 4. There's 5 levels. Level 1 is just... Level 1 and 2 almost felt like you couldn't lose. But level 4 feels like I actually lose quite a bit. So you might see a loss or two while I explain everything, but then we'll get hopefully a good run going. We'll see. We'll have to find out. And no, I'm not using the in-game music because it's just like this very extremely quiet, like redundant soundtrack. So we're listening to the Death's Door soundtrack right now. Highly recommend that game. Highly recommend the soundtrack if you haven't given a listen. Do give it a shot. Okay. Here's what we got. So we got the area where you can equip cards from the shop. This is the shop. And here's how much money we have. All cards always cost 3 gold. Since we started as a mage, wizard, whatever she is, we do get 1 mage synergy. I'll explain that in a second. You can also spend gold to more quickly upgrade the store so that you can have a higher tier store and get higher tiered cards offered. You can also refresh it, which costs 1 gold. This gold does carry over, so you don't want to just like throw out money to refresh without you know, planning on buying anything, because then you can just hold the money till next turn instead. You also hold some cards in your hand too if you want. All right, so anyway, without going through like every single thing, so these are different synergies. So shaman, for instance, if you have 3 shaman tokens from your cards, you get plus 50% spell cast speed. Spell summon and buff skills are affected by spell cast speed. So, and then you got the mage one. Your mage profession skill and projectile skills shoot plus 2 additional projectiles. I think I kind of like this card overall. Chaos Orb, gain 3 mana orbs that surround yourself and deal 45% chaos damage to enemies in contact. It's a nice passive. We're just going to do some plain vanilla attacks because you don't actually cast this. It just exists. So I guess we'll be looking for more mage, shaman. Maybe the chaos. The activation of each additional bond increases the chaos damage by 20%. They kind of lost me on that one. But chaos is really easy to activate, apparently. All right, let's go. I think that's actually kind of a strong one, too. I'm going to leave it at ×2 speed for probably this whole video. It goes up to 4 times speed, but then you don't really see the results. But I think 1 times is just too slow. What do you got here? So we got a couple mage things. That's mostly what I'm going to be keeping an eye out for. Deals 67% frost damage in targets, 2 targets, and 3 lines in front of you. So it sounds like it has a nice AoE aspect. So notice how it says cooldown 0? That means you're going to keep casting that. So, and the order will matter here a lot, actually, a lot. Your basic attack now shoots an arrow dealing 142% physical damage. So we wouldn't want both of these because if you have something with 0 cooldown, you're just going to keep casting it and you'll never actually do a basic attack like this is describing. So why don't we just take that? Now we have 4 gold left over, so we'll work toward upgrading the shop. And now we already have the level 3 mage to get more projectiles. And you can actually already see it. The chaos orbs have been upgraded now too. And so the glacial spike is shooting out more as well. All right, we're looking pretty good. There's definitely some things that are good, some things that might not be as good. So, all right. Ooh, we got kind of lucky here. Look at this. I don't know why they gave these 3 synergies. It's kind of interesting, right? Wait a minute. Is the background music on? How did that happen? I turned it off earlier. I thought I heard something. So You can triple cards. So if you get 3 of the same card, it'll turn into a golden version. And if you get 3 goldens, it turns into a legendary version even. So we can stack up the Chaos Orbs, and you can see we just get more of them. That's fine. But by getting another Glacial Spike, and I put it here, it doesn't directly do anything. We'll get another Mage synergy. But it doesn't actually do anything in particular. Shoot 1 Frostbolt, dealing 130% frost damage, split into 3 Frostbolts on impact. I can only cast one or the other because they both have cooldowns of 0. Or so it would seem, at least. We only got 2 gold, so let's freeze. Okay. I think the Chaos Orbs are really strong early on. It's kind of hard to get a run going without them, I've kind of noticed, at least at this difficulty. So let's take a second Glacial Spike, mostly just for the synergies, and to get a triple, hopefully. Now, do I want the Frostbolt just for synergies as well? So tier 2s are now unlocked. You got a Fire Golem here. It's like a summon, gives you more fire damage. We're not interested in that, though. Do I actually want this? I don't think so. What does Frost do? When your Frost skill hits a target, apply Chill. Chilled targets take 15% more damage, stacks up to 5 times. I don't know if that's great for this mode. Maybe, it's fine. But you don't get, like, big targets. So in the original classic mode, you actually create a boss out of your previous character that you won the run with, I guess. And there it's much more important to deal a bunch of damage like that, probably. Okie dokie. Alright, so we got a third Glacial Spike. Okay, why don't we just do it now? So we got the golden. We lose some synergies here, though. But when you get a golden, you get a free new card of the next tier up. So let's see, none of these are really the right synergy, right? You can also just choose to take, so you get 3 options from the next tier up, or you can just choose to take the one that you just upgraded. So that way you don't actually strictly lose. Does that make sense? Because we would have lost the synergies otherwise. None of those other cards seem to match what we're doing. We have 2 gold, so not much we can do here. I don't think we want this, because that's like a warrior thing. I think we pass on that, right? The enemies are catching up to us now, though. You can see our health. Struggling a little bit. Okay, ooh, we got some good stuff in here, though. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Oh, wow, this is actually going to be really interesting. Okay, so we have 7 gold. I got to think about this. Do I actually want to upgrade the Chaos Orb right now? Maybe not. So I think we take these 2. So Spell Totem, summon a totem. The totem will cast the skill of the card to the right for you. Lasts for 10 seconds, the totem does. So in other words, I can use this totem. It'll cast this. I will not cast this spell. So I bring out the totem, and then the totem will keep casting Glacial Spike on its own. Then I'll keep doing this. Doesn't matter the order here. Orbital, your projectile skills now automatically orbit around you. Orbit speed is increased for both cast speed and attack speed. So I think, if I understand that, do these not count? Your projectile skills. Is this not a projectile? Oh, that might not be a projectile. Oh, maybe not. Because I think it would already appear if it were. Huh, okay, we're going to have to think about that then. So let's freeze. We got a shaman thing though, so that's spellcast speed up. At least there's that. Okay, so I don't know if we should swap away from the Glacial Spike or what now. So the Spell Totem is casting that 1 Glacial Spike. That went much better, that's for sure. But this isn't doing anything right now. Why don't we triple the Chaos Orb anyway? Maybe I should have tried to upgrade the shop first, I don't know. Frost Storm calls a Frost Storm every 3 seconds. Frost Storms deal 40% frost damage in an area. So you don't actually cast it or anything, it just happens, luckily. Frost is level 3 now. That's pretty good. You're 3 gold, but I don't really want this stuff. Can't upgrade the shop. You don't really want the totem to cast the better glacial spike, we'll just do that ourselves. So the Chaos Orbs got a little bit worse, kind of, in terms of spacing. But they deal more damage now. Okay, why don't we slow it down for the next fight? Just so you can get an idea of what it looks like at normal speed, I just realized. I probably should have done that at the start, huh? Maybe you can get an idea of how much stronger we might be. It's a bit hectic. Lots of sound effects. There you go, not bad though. Okay. So is this one a projectile? This one sounds like a projectile, right? The Frostbolt. There's another orbital option. So maybe... we still have 3 slots left here, so that's pretty big. I mean, 2 orbital cards is kind of bad, probably. There we go, now they're surrounding us. It also pushes out the Chaos Orbs, and actually the order still matters here, kinda. Because if you put this behind the Chaos Orb, it determines the placement. I don't know where you'd want everything. I guess you'll put the Frostbolt on the inside? Because that's probably more important, so if enemies actually get to us, they'll be hit by that more than anything, right? 4 Frost. Mage is maxed out, so we get +8 additional projectiles. I think this is really strong normally. So now we don't really cast anything. Oh no, we still cast the spike, I think. And the totem sometimes. Alright, we can triple the orbital. Okay. So now they get even more damage. Plus 60% damage. Okay. Cast on hit. When the skill to the left of this card hits, you have a combo cast the skill to the right. It's warrior though, that's weird, right? 4 orbitals is kind of strange unless we go for like the triple. Lightning ball. I think that would be spreading ourselves too thin. Yeah, it doesn't really work. A lightning elf summon? That's an interesting one. Summons is definitely a whole nother beast. We're kind of going one direction right now. Do I even want to drop this? I don't know if it does anything, because it's Shaman Mage, and that's at 7 and 3. So yeah, that doesn't really do anything, I don't think, by having another one there. So let's just finally upgrade this shop, because we're looking pretty strong now, right? I should probably be investing in this shop way more now. Because it goes up by 1 a turn, but if you invest off, I mean, that's 4 gold. It's boss time, or so it claims. I feel like it's not really a boss. So that's pretty bad. But we have space for now. So now we can have 2 Frostbolt orbitals right now. So that's pretty good. Do I really want to lock for a Chaos Orb? I don't think I lock for it. Because I think those eventually gotta go. They just don't... they're not that great. Although, I mean, you get... Activation of each bond increases the chaos damage by 20%. Activation of each additional bond. I don't know what it's talking about, to be totally honest. Well, the sound effects... the boss is really just the same enemies, by the way. Okay. Nothing much of use here, right? None of the tokens that we're looking for. Maybe we just upgrade and pass. I mean, we look pretty strong, right? I don't think we need to actively be looking for anything that makes things better. Okay. Same problem as before, right? Gain some shield. 50% of all shield gained above max shield is dealt as damage in an area. Yeah, just not the right thing, so I guess we don't need to look. So I guess we should upgrade first, and we'll roll once. And kind of nothing right again. Give all friendly units plus 50% spell damage. Effect does not stack. That might work with the spell totem, but it doesn't sound great. It also has druid. Yeah, lightning elves, no. We just go. Hopefully it's not too greedy. I mean, everything still seems to be dying. I mean, I didn't take any damage, so I guess we're doing pretty good. We might have to get, yeah, just nothing here, right? So don't even upgrade the shop because you get interest, right? So I guess we just hit go here. So you want to hold on the shop. And then when you spend it all at once would be the idea, right? Nothing, like absolutely nothing. This one's kind of interesting though. When you cast a projectile skill on the left, you cast projectile skill on this right as a combo. But wait, that doesn't really work with orbital. Anyway, so I'd have to be willing to ditch that. All right, let's just hit go. Nothing of want there, right? We're on the 14th floor. There are 30 floors, by the way. Okay. Nothing still, huh? All friendly units gain 3% shield every second. No. That is for summons. When your summons die. That's a summon. Yeah, nothing of use. Alright, well, we still felt pretty strong, so I guess we go. Okay, now they're catching up to us. Uh-oh. We lived, but we did not live by a lot, admittedly. Alright, we need to increase our power 100%. Alright, so we got some Frost Elves. Summon one Frost Elf to cast Frostbolt. Lasts for 5 seconds. Shoot 3 homing arcane missiles, dealing 48% chaos damage in an area each. And this will be an orbital, huh? So it's homing, but yeah, I don't know. How does that work here? Curse all enemies within range, causing them to take 40% chaos damage. That one actually has a cooldown. Guess you could do the Frost Elves with this, because the orbitals, because everything else is an orbital, right? So maybe this kind of works. I think the Frost Totem is in kind of a weird spot, to be totally honest. Do I want the arcane missiles? What would I drop for it? Maybe this thing's kind of weird. Although then I lose the shaman. Oh yeah, but I get it back. I don't really want to lose that shaman bonus. I can be willing to lose a frost and a mage though. So maybe the totem casts this? Oh right, because I still cast Glacial Spike because I don't think that counts as a projectile. Yeah. So the totem will summon Frost Elves for us, I guess. And I ditch this Glacial Spike. I pull this into it. Is that better than the Frostbolt? I hope so. I mean, it's rank 3. This deals chaos damage though, so let's upgrade the store. Why don't we just do it twice and then we'll start looking for stuff. Curse all enemies within a round, causing them to take 120% more spell damage. No? Not really the right stuff there, right? That's lightning. No. Come on, help me out here, game. Hello? Summon stuff. That's Warlock, so it's like a summon thing, so you don't want that. Here we go. And now we're cooking some tier 5s in the hizzy. Frost skills have 50% chance added fire damage and gain the fire set bonus. The tier 5. We got a lot of weird stuff now. Spell projectiles now shoot down from the sky. Increase number of projectiles by 100%. How does that work with orbital? I do not know. So I want this one, I think. Shoot one giant frost ball, dealing 300% frost damage. We drop one frost ball. It would have been nice to triple it, but what can you do, I guess, huh? I think you want to keep the frost storms. I can't put this back into my hand. This will still orbit us, right? Okay, that might be our strongest spell now, so we'll keep that closest to us. I think is a good idea, right? I think. Now what do we want to do? I think I'm willing to drop Frost for Shaman. Do I want the frost added fire though? That means I have to get into the fire stuff, and we are not anywhere near touching fire right now. Maybe we don't, huh? I don't know if this works. I wish I could find out without having to sell crap. We're still casting Glacial Spike manually. Let's go. We're in trouble, so why don't we slow it down a little bit for this one? Alright, I think it's time that we turn down the sound effects. What do you think? Sorry. No, you couldn't see. Alright, that looks okay. We lost a tiny bit of health. There is a level down here, by the way. Affects your base attack, defense, and max health. Your character level is determined by the total number of stars of your active cards. Only cards adds ×2 stars to your character level. Legendaries ×3. So in other words, the higher your tiers, the higher your level, which is good. So if you have just a bunch of tier 1s still, it might not work out for you. We got this Dragon Breath, Frost Breath, Exhale a Frost Blast, dealing a bunch of frost damage. I think that's actually a pretty good one. So it says it casts it over 4 seconds and the cooldown's 4 seconds. So that means that's the only thing it's you're casting then. Is it worth swapping something for it? I don't think so. It's not a projectile. I think since we looked pretty strong, we can just upgrade the shop and go. I guess I shouldn't have done anything then. Let's increase the speed again. Not looking super cool yet, I'd say. We got the frost thing again. Frost fire, I should say. Got a few fire things here. Physical skills have a 40% added frost damage, so that's useless. What does this do? Every half second deal fire damage to target near you equal to 5% of your current shield. Start of a floor, convert 50% of your max health into shield. Okay. What does that do? Max shield times 150%. Shields can withstand up to 67% damage. Might be alright. That would be the start. I'd have to start ditching some frost stuff and or chaos stuff. So I'd have to really think about how we'd want to swap into this. Deal fire damage to a target near you equal. That sounds really good to me. Maybe we do try to get into this. I'm willing to lose some. Well, it says my frost skills. Yeah. I don't want to lose too much shaman, but I'm willing to lose one. We could probably drop a chaos orb. But if I do that, then we lose the mage bonus. Ah, crap. Then I'm willing to drop the arcane missiles for now? I need to fit in 2 things here. I want to drop this, but maybe I can't yet because I need the shaman thing. Do I need it? Because I'm not really casting a lot. Since we use the orbitals? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But I don't want to lose the mage bonus as well yet. One thing at a time, you know? Maybe we drop the elves. Which means I'm not actively doing anything. The elves don't really fit. So the totem's gonna cast the glacial spike for me and then I don't actually do anything myself. Why don't we see what the difference is like here? I guess we don't spend. So we don't have any fire bonus yet. That's okay. Now I have shield. I lost half my health, but that's okay. Because the shield absorbs more damage, kinda? Something, I don't really know. So now we want to start... What are we ditching here? We still need a lot of frost skills for this to work out. So I guess we got to be willing to drop some of the mage bonus. Yeah. Probably. We got another one of these frost bolts, but I think that's probably got to go soon, right? Deals 80% chaos damage to enemies in range, increases damage by 100%. It doesn't fit what we're trying to accomplish, I think. I guess we looked pretty strong, so we could just go. We're actually nearly maxed out the sword. It only goes up to tier 6. I guess we look okay enough to just go. It's a bit alarming, I guess. Mini crits. I just saw a parry. Oh wait, why am I dying? Oh my gosh, that was alarmingly close. Okay then. We're okay though. We made it. But it's boss time. Okay. What does this do? Increase the duration of your summons. No thank you. What does that do? All friendly units gain plus 40% frost damage. This aura has a 200% effect on my summons. Eh? Lightning skills have 50% added frost damage. I guess we'll upgrade and then refresh. Start looking for stuff. What's this do? Your projectiles penetrates all additional targets. Additional whirling dart effect. I don't think that works with orbital. Or at least I am suspicious if it does. We're not really casting anything, so I guess the shaman bonus isn't great here anymore, huh? We can probably drop these chaos orbs. I lose the mage bonus. I'll gain the fire from this at the least. I only have 2 projectiles, one of which is a tier 1. That's a bit alarming. Come on, baby. Another frost fire. This is a hard swap, though, at this point, because it can't really get better than what we have here, right? We can pick this up. The spell totem's weird now, though. Because we're not using Arcane or the Shaman set anymore at all, right? What does this do? When you cast a skill, spend 4% of your max shield to reset your skill's cooldown. Oh, that sounds terrifying. No, no thank you. Okay. That's pretty bad, but is it worth sacking? Then I cast Glacial Spike and we use Frost Added Fire. I hope it's worth it. Okay, we'll go slow since it's close. So now I have to cast the things myself. I don't know, they don't seem to be taking that much damage. Maybe I'm wrong. We don't have a lot of projectiles, right? We lived. It was better than the previous round. And we don't have a lot of projectiles, but that's the whole point of the mage thing. So the Glacial Spike kind of sucks. Need something to replace that. I don't know if that even counts. Refresh. Store is maxed out. There's another giant frostbolt. Okay, that'll be nice at least, I guess. I hope. So do I drop the spike for it? I guess I want to give myself something to cast. That should be better, I think. Slightly, at least. Is this better? I think the Frost Breath is actually quite a bit better than this thing. I think. We have 1 shaman on here. We have 1 enhancement. I don't know about that Frost Breath. I'm trying to think of ways to streamline our doodads on the left there, you know what I mean? First skills. None of these look useful, huh? I'm gonna roll it one more time. We got this thing again, but I don't know if it actually does anything. We got Fire Frost. Fire skills. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, really. I mean, having 2 of these out doesn't really do a whole lot for us, so we're looking to swap that for something else eventually, I guess. Gain plus 1% attack for every 1% shield that you have. Your character size is also increased by how much shield you have. It's kind of iffy. Please don't die. Okay. Looked all right. I mean, I lost some health, right? We got a little bit more to go. Got another fire shield. Guess we'll try to triple it. Drag it in. Salvo. Your projectiles now shoot in a straight line, side by side. Projectiles gain plus 50% damage. Now that, my friends, is fascinating. Are we willing to drop Froststorm for that? Maybe we're willing to drop Convolution for it. Because I don't think that does anything. It's kind of hard to tell. But I feel like, watch this now. Ridiculous. Your Frost set bonus now increases max amount of stacks to 3. That would normally be good, but I don't think it's actually that useful here. You got a Frost Golem too. Go. You think it's gonna be worth it? Uh-oh. Oh no. Rest in peace. I totally ruined it, you know what I mean? I totally ruined it. Oh well, we tried our best, you know what I mean? We tried our best. We got pretty far for level 4 so far for now, for me, I think. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. That is Dungeon 100. Goofy little game, but honestly, surprisingly fun and interesting, I gotta say. With all the card combinations, lots of wacky stuff can definitely happen. All right, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone. We are moving. Oh, we're falling back. We appear to be falling onto Ash Twin for some reason. Ah!